what's really happening in the real estate market? We're going to talk about that right now. So today we're going to be talking about the Markham real estate markets from September 2022 versus September 2021. Let's just jump right into it. So here we can see that on average in Markham, the sales have dropped by more than half, okay, about 52%. And the number of listings gone up by over 15%, okay, from 376 listings to 434 listings. Now the price has dropped on average over 10.47%, okay? And the type of market has definitely shifted, okay? It's still a seller's market, get from 0.82 to 2. And the type of market essentially just compares, how many listings are available versus how many listings actually got sold, okay? So once that number gets to 5 to 6, okay, that becomes a balanced market. But from 6 and onwards, that's a buyer's market, okay? Anything less than 5, sellers. Now, the days on market has obviously gone up from 16 days to sell a home to 23 days. But let's really look into the types of homes specifically, okay? So right here, the number of sales for detaches was gone down to 83 homes from 191 the same month a year ago, okay, by over 56%. The interesting thing though is the number of listings stayed relatively similar, 207 versus 205, okay? Yet the home prices dropped by 9.21%, okay? Now the market has shifted. It's still a seller's market, okay, from 1.07 to 2.5. And the days on market's roughly the same amount, which is about 19 days, okay? Now, moving on to the next one, the semis. The semis dropped significantly as well. Almost 60% of number of sales decreased from the same period, September 2022 to 2021, okay? 17 sales versus 41. Now, there are 5 additional active listings compared to the year before, 16 versus 11, and the average price dropped by 4.7%, okay? So 1.168 million is the average sold price in semi in Markham. Type of market, it's seller's market, but it's taking significantly longer to sell a home, okay, a year ago. Almost over 3 times, okay? From 28 days to 7. Now, the townhomes in Markham, very similar. The number of sales decreased, but by 61% this time. And the active listings have increased by almost a quarter, okay? Now, the average price dropped by 7.42%. So the average townhome price is 1.142 million, okay? It's still a seller's market, and it's taking 3 additional days to sell a townhome. Now, condo townhomes in Markham decreased as well, over 36%, and the number of listings increased from 16 to 40 in the same time period, okay? But what's interesting to note here, despite that there's more listings available, the average price went up by over 5%, 5.43%. So the average condo townhome that sold in September was 922,000, okay? It's still a seller's market, and it's actually taking more than double the amount of days to sell a condo townhome in Markham. For condo apartments, right, very similar, sales decreased almost 40%, number of listings increased by over 20%, and the type of market, still a seller's market. It's taking longer to sell, 7 additional days, but the average price in Markham for condo apartments went up by 3.85%. Right, so essentially what's happening is the detaches and semis and townhomes gone up very quickly during the pandemic, but now they're starting to fall a lot quicker, okay? The condo apartments and the condo townhouses are actually going up, okay? So that's what's interesting to note here. Now, just for clarification, right, even though the average price in Markham dropped by 10.47%, you can tell that based on the type of home, that number changes, okay? There's a lot of factors here that take into account, right? type of home, the location that you're living in, right? Some locations have higher values than others, okay? So it's a very specific type of question you need to ask yourself, but you can use this as a general guideline for yourself, okay? Now, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you know anybody that you think that might be finding this information useful, let me know as well, or just forward it to them, and be happy to answer your questions. Take care. Bye-bye.